All right. Okay, we're on the air. You caught Martin. I'll have to edit that out. Welcome, everybody. This is the Life Enthusiast online radio and TV network, restoring vitality to you and to the planet. And I'm very excited to be here today because, as you can see, I'm in the tropics. I'm actually in Hawaii. And believe it or not, a couple hundred miles that way is Hurricane Lester. So they're expecting a big storm. But today, beautiful day, sunny, a little bit windy, but not what you'd expect with a hurricane just down the road. I'm Scott, your co-host, and joining us as usual is Martin Patella, life coach health coach at lifeenthusiast.com. Hey Martin, how you doing today?
I'm nowhere near as good as you are, I must admit. You know, here I am stuck in the artificial lights and in the office. I think I need to swap the jobs with you.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that everyone's concerned about here in Hawaii is their skin. And I was wondering if you had any advice for people who maybe they've got puffiness under the eyes or, some wrinkles or things aren't, up as high as they used to be. Or even if maybe when you burnt yourself or you cut yourself and you have a bad scar. I understand that there's some magic involved.
Yes, sir. Yes. The number one advice I have is from a friend of mine who said, Martin, don't get old.
There's your friend calling.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Pause it. I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to shut off that stupid software that rings the phone.
Yeah,
sorry.
There's no pause on Google Hangouts.
I know there's no pause. There's only pause on edit. Okay, I've canceled the software.
All right. Okay, so tell us about the magic part.
The magic part. We have actually gone ahead and got ourselves a product line. And after a long selection process, we have decided to call it Skin Sorcery. And the reason? I really love the line often quoted by Arthur C. Clarke, where he says, any technology sufficiently advanced will appear to be magic. So I didn't want to go with magic, I went with sorcery. But we have a lovely logo that's printed in shiny aluminum straight on the label. And it's got the Skin Sorcery on it. And it has our name on it, Life Enthusiast. It's made for us, specifically for us, by a fellow that we have found of all places in our own backyard, not far from where we live in British Columbia. We found a material scientist, Mladen Diklic, who has been making these phenomenal skin products for a few years. And a friend I know from another industry introduced us and said, do you want to work together? And I said, well, let's find out. Then he showed me the results. He showed me the pictures of what he has been getting first with his product that we are calling the Trauma Gel Complex. That's the one I was holding up. We put a red label on it, and the Trauma Gel is really very, very good at fixing skin trauma. It's been things that are like cuts, bruises, well, not so much bruises, cuts, slices, anything red, anything open that needs healing over. Oh, you're connecting it, and there it is, showing it on screen. Indeed, so skin rescue, as we're saying it out there. The next one I would like to tell you about is the one that has me really excited, because it's called the Instant Lifting Serum. We found something similar to this with several companies. There's an outfit called Jeunesse that is advertising something called Instantly Ageless, and another company called Hollywood Eye Magic. And Mladen is just such an awesome guy. He's gone in and reverse engineered the whole process. We looked at their ingredients and immediately we saw what was not right about them. We managed to keep the instant part, but we turned it into a healthy product. So what we're doing here is we're introducing silicic acid, silica, which is the main material that holds the structure of your skin. Pretty soon we're going to come up with a video, I imagine, that's going to show it off. But it's quite amazing. I mean, right in front of your eyes. You'll see. I'll make these videos available. Inside of 2 minutes, it's going to just take away wrinkles, take away puffiness, like you want to look 10 years younger, I'll give it to you. And so all of us who need to be put on the spot in performance mode when we need to compete with people who look at the top of the game, that's the product that we're going to bring into that sphere. Instant lifting. I don't know. I'm not sure if I should feel adventurous enough to just simply demo it right here on the spot. Because,
well, Martin, why don't you put it on?
I just
talking about the other ones.
I need to see myself, and I don't see myself with this tiny little screen on. Can you put it on in such a way that I can see myself full screen?
You can change it so you're full screen on your computer.
All right. Okay.
You just go view full screen.
All right, I got it. Okay, so good people, here I go. Watch this. So this is an air pump. You're just putting out a tiny amount. I just did that. See this? Just a teeny little drop. And I'm just putting it under my eye. Haha. This is my first time, so I have no idea what it's going to do, but let's keep talking. About 2 minutes, okay? So let's see what happens.
Great. Well, why don't we talk a little bit about the hyaluronic acid complex, Martin, and what that can do?
Yeah, this thing. Here, so hyaluronic acid is a really interesting material. It is it's that which you find in cartilage and bones and all connective tissue. It is really important to understand that all of the structures are dependent on sufficient hyaluronic acid available to hold it all together. And it's amazing in that it can hold about 10 times its weight in water. So each molecule of this will hold 10 molecules of water, which is the ultimate hydration, moisturization, where you plump up the tissues. So put it on frequently and you will look a whole lot better than you did before. And the good thing about it is that it's the native part of your body. Like, it's not anything artificial introduced in. It is the same thing that your body has to manufacture to hold its tissues together. The interesting part, again, talking to the material scientist Mladen, explaining to me how this works, he says, sodium hyaluronate. Oh, terrible word. I don't know why they don't come up with better words than that. He puts in 10 times the concentration that you would find in the high-end store-bought hyaluronic acid products. Like you can buy HA in several other product lines, but here you get easily 10 times as much for a price that's reasonably affordable. So there.
Cool. So let's talk a bit about the Clear Ultra Scrub next.
No, skip that. I'm not going to bother with putting the scrub on the line.
Oh.
I have two other ones. One is called Chic, and the other one's called Actif. Oh, this way. And the Actif is for outdoors. We call it the Actif Protection Complex. We put several items into it that are going to hold your skin in a good shape, even in harsh environments. I wish you had that where you are. There's a fairly lengthy list of ingredients. Maybe you can click on that. It's a good skin protection. You can put it under makeup, but you can rely on it in harsh elements. So if you go surfing or beach or volleyball or hiking or whatever else outdoors you're going to do, it's a great thing to have. This other one is called Chic, and this is for typical indoor use. So if you don't have any reason to put an extra element protection or environmental protection on it, you can use this. It's a little less expensive. It does a little less intensity on protection, but it's still very effective. All of these products are protected by silver rather than by poisonous chemicals. Anything that contains vegetable fats has the chance of becoming rancid. We don't want the rancidity. So we need to prevent that from spoiling somehow. Most ordinary cosmetic products will use embalming fluids, things like, well, I don't know, long list of nasty chemicals that we can publish, all of the ones you would rather not have on your face. What we have here instead is good old colloidal silver, ionic silver, and angstrom-sized silver, all added into the solution, where we are able to keep the skincare product from spoiling. And yet, here it is, without any side effects, without any toxicity.
Cool. Martin, I think it's time to take a look at your eye.
All right, so compare. I can't tell without my glasses. Well, the bag is not smaller than it was, but it's not a miracle. Interesting.
Yeah, I can definitely see that the bags are smaller.
Yeah.
It may take a few applications.
I think so. I'll try it on my upper lid just for the heck of it. You can see that this eyelid here just needs a lot of help. So I'll just put it on and see what happens with that. See, what I don't know is if I'm doing it right. Is that interesting that when people put stuff on their eye, they like to open their mouth?
Yeah, it's an auto reaction.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see what happens in the next minute. Yeah, 2 weeks of that, and I'm going to be a much better looking guy. Ha! We'll see, right?
That's right. So, shall we talk about the Clear Skin Starter?
No.
All right. How about the Clear Ultra Mist?
No, we're done. I'm going to just. I have still some bottles of that left, the Clear Skin, but I'm going to actually just focus on these 5.
Okay.
So sorry.
No worries.
Anybody?
All right.
Well, I'll say it this way: if somebody that's watching this wants to get themselves a lovely scrub, we can get it. If they want the spray mist, it's an awesome product. It's sort of an instant fix. Like you can spray it on your skin just before you're going into a meeting or a presentation, or just to refresh. You know, like if you're away from your home for a long full day, and you need to just freshen up for whatever happens after dinner or at dinner, then that would be a good product to have.
All right, so we're pretty much done then. This is the Skin Sorcery line.
Yeah.
Some pretty amazing products and some pretty amazing effects. So let's take one last look at your eye, Martin, before we sign off and see how it's looking.
Well, compare, that's the untreated, and that's the treated.
Come a little bit closer to the camera if you can. Yeah. Yeah, it sure looks like your right side, my left, is less puffy and wrinkly.
This should look better, theoretically.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. Thank you for being our guinea pig, Martin, and we look forward to seeing the specific videos that you're going to come up with showing the different products.
Yeah.
And this has been the Life Enthusiast online radio and TV network, restoring vitality to you and to the planet. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Martin, if somebody wanted to get a hold of you and talk to you about skin cares, what should they do?
We're at life-enthusiast.com, and the phone number is 866-543-3388.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.